Hi, back with a week 4 post-surgery update. Received good news. Last week I mentioned that the screw on my heel may have dislodged a little, but God is good. Had an x-ray done and it is just bone growing over the screw. Now the doctor said, it's just how my body recovers. I'm starting to think I'm Wolverine from X-Men. Doctor said he was very impressed with my progress because I'm already at an active range of 90 degrees at my ankle. I'm on track with the timeline I shared in week 1. My walking boot was immediately pushed to 90 degrees to match the active range I have, and I was given permission with full weight bearing. That was a big jump for me, so I loaded my foot cautiously and gradually. The way I did it was, on the day of seeing the doctor, I still relied on my crutches, but I was actively loading it more and pushing off the injured foot. The next day is where I decided to ditch the crutches and tried walking. Now initially there was pain in the ankle, but that's fine. I will be worried if it's in the Achilles tendon, but my ankle hasn't been moving, so the joint must be stiff. So I decided to push on. As I hobbled around more in the boot, the more the ankle loosened and I got used to it, the discomfort lessened. I went about the whole day without crutches. I still brought my crutches out just in case I needed to go upstairs or going onto unstable surfaces, but this really has been a game changer for me. I can now hold on to things in my hand like a bowl or a cup and limp my way out of the kitchen without anyone else helping me. Mentally, it made such a big difference. It feels that I'm finally making real progress here. The exercises this week are a bit more exciting for me at least. I'm aiming to get back to work soon, so I will be on my feet a lot more. So loading up the foot will be key. Let's jump in. First one, I'm focusing on ankle dorsiflexion. I'm using my hand to passively push my foot to end range where I'm feeling a stretch on my Achilles tendon. Then I activate my shin muscles. Look at this bump on the shin here. That's the muscle activating. I want my foot or the ankle have experience in this range before I go on to the next drill. So I held this for around 10 seconds, went for 10 reps. The second exercise is this seated position where I'm trying to move my foot back towards me. This made me feel a strong stretch on the Achilles tendon, especially at the attachment area of the heel. I readjusted to a position where the stretching sensation was around 5 out of 10. So I just sat in this position for 5 minutes to let my foot get used to the weight and also let the Achilles tendon stretch out. Now this is something that I'm doing anytime I'm seated. It has helped so much in the transition to standing. In my books, this is a must-do. Now the third exercise has to be done lying face up. You can use a resistance band and tie it to your foot if you don't have access to a cable machine like me here. Here I have a handle hooked up to my foot and I'm actively pulling my knee towards my chest for reps. In order to do that, I had to actively pull my ankle up so that the handle doesn't slip out of my foot, and this really works the shin muscle. We provide an active stretch on the calves and Achilles area, thus helping me improve my ankle range, or actually hold on to whatever range I have. I went for about 8 reps of this, and by the end my quad, my hip flexor and shin muscles were on fire. Love it. Now this last one is something that I feared the most, but I had to do it because ultimately the goal is to stand on both feet. I did this with a chair beside me for assistance, then I gradually load the injured foot. Boy, did that feel weird and scary. It's been a long time since my naked foot had touched the ground. It's been in the boot for so long. I only feel safe in the boot. So I set a timer for 3 minutes. It was an uncomfortable 3 minutes, mainly because of the fear. So it's all mental. There was again this stretching sensation on the Achilles tendon and heel, but I relieved that by lifting up my toes to activate the shin muscles, and that eased the stretching sensation. I repeated for just 2 reps of 3 minutes, and after that, the Achilles area felt a bit sore, but in a good way. I rested it and I was fine the next day. Alright, that's all folks. Hope this video has helped anyone going through the same thing and needing some guidance along the way. Gary from Penultimate Performance signing out. I'll see you in the next one.